After the release of the new Diddy documentary, The Reckoning, new information suggests Diddy allegedly offered $1 million to around 40 gang members at an event to take out Tupac. This caught the attention of the Las Vegas police, where the claim was mentioned. The Las Vegas police noted details from 50 Cent's The Reckoning documentary, where never-before-heard claims were shared about Diddy paying $1 million for Tupac's death. Some sources now believe Diddy may actually be charged. This is something 50 Cent has been pushing for. Even before making this documentary, he tried exposing Diddy in a post where he said he didn't like Diddy because he had Tupac hit.
When they leave me to talk, because I always say the wrong thing. I always say the wrong thing. Last time they left me, I said something about Puffy. You saw that? You saw that clip? Yeah! I gotta stop doing that kind of shit. I've been talking to a therapist trying to help me with the I'm saying. I said crazy shit. No reason. Oh wait, maybe I said that about Puffy because he got Tupac killed.
However, the Las Vegas police had already begun investigating Diddy for this, and some of the evidence is troubling. Starting on November 18, 1995, Tupac was seen photographed with Diddy's child's mother, Sarah Chapman. Diddy previously described Sarah as his dream girl. When he learned she had been with Tupac, he became extremely jealous. This, combined with Tupac's rising success in the mid-90s as one of the biggest artists, pushed Diddy to want the spotlight for himself. This led to the first alleged attempt on Tupac's life, where Tupac claimed Diddy was involved.
I believe so. I do believe so. I have proved things that I could say that will back up my claim, but this is not for the world to know about. You know what I mean? It's between me and him, and only he knows. So every time he say it didn't happen, or that's the only thing that makes this become an issue to everybody. I was acting. Who gets shot 5 times in acts? Oh, I didn't get shot 5 times in their vision. I only got shot once because they found the bug. The police found him, but now they the cops. Now they doing detective work.
When the first attempt failed, there was another. In the Diddy trial, it was revealed that a former officer stated Diddy had Tupac taken out for $1 million. Suge then retaliated by having Biggie targeted. Diddy allegedly hired Keef D and his crew to go after Tupac. The surprising part is that Keef D was questioned years ago about Tupac's death, and he openly claimed they met with Diddy regarding the hit. This raises questions about why federal agents never looked deeper into Diddy at that time.
All 4 of those occasions, there's San Diego, Anaheim, Irvine, and Vegas. Which ones do you actually talk to Puffy at?
Every one.
Every one of them. Which of those 4 is it when you talk to him about Tupac?
It was really about both of them. Either one. It was
Tupac and Suge, you mean?
Yeah.
With the rumors about Diddy's involvement in Tupac's death spreading, he appeared on The Breakfast Club for an interview where the conversation became uncomfortable. When asked about the accusations, Diddy quickly tried to shut down the topic.
It was this documentary that claimed, which we know wasn't true.
Yeah, check this out. We don't talk about things that are nonsense. We don't even entertain nonsense, my brother. So we're not even going to go there, with all due respect, but I appreciate you as a journalist asking. Thank you.
Because you listen, 7 years ago, I'd have been like, yo, did you hire somebody? But no, you do it like a journalist.
Yeah, no, I mean, we wouldn't even get into nonsense like that. You know what I'm saying? It's nonsense.
Which we never believed, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
New reports now show that Diddy is facing more questions about his alleged role in Tupac's passing after being mentioned 77 times in a recent legal filing. Keef D, who was responsible for arranging the hit after Diddy allegedly paid them, claimed it was Diddy's request to take Tupac out. A writer who authored Tupac's biography also stated Tupac was never fully prepared for the street lifestyle, saying Tupac played a role he couldn't truly handle. According to him, Tupac didn't know how to defend himself, had no athletic ability, didn't know how to use a gun, and wasn't built for the violent image others convinced him to adopt. But when you look deeper, it becomes clear Diddy may not have acted alone. New reports show someone much closer to Tupac may have played a role as well. The reopened investigation into Tupac's passing is bringing new names and new evidence to light. One of those names is Suge Knight. When considering Suge's possible involvement, people point to a leaked lyric from an unreleased Eminem song from 2003. I'm holding Suge responsible for the passing of the two greatest rappers to ever grace this planet. If only the late Christopher Wallace could talk. I'm holding Suge responsible for the passing of Ja Rule or anyone tied to the row. It appears Eminem believed Suge was behind both Biggie's and Tupac's deaths. And now that information suggests Diddy might have been involved as well. It's possible that two worked together, but to avoid suspicion, they may have tried to place the blame on someone else. Detective Russell Poole suspected Knight arranged Tupac's death before Tupac could leave the label, and then tried to blame a rival Blue-affiliated street group to mislead investigators. This raises the question, which well-known Blue member was Suge trying to frame? The obvious conclusion is Snoop Dogg. He is one of the most recognizable Blue figures, and on his recent podcast, he said he was very close to the situation. Snoop revealed he was supposed to be in the car with Tupac the night he was shot, but an argument days earlier kept him away.
In regards to Tupac, I heard a story, did you give him different advice that night on where to go?
I didn't give him no advice.
Right.
We wasn't seeing eye to eye.
Right.
So.
Saying during the Tyson.
Yeah, this incident that I'm explaining to you right now was the day before that.
Okay.
So when they got to Vegas, they went their way, I went back. I mean, when we got to LA, they went to Vegas and I went home. That's why I wasn't in the car. Isn't in the car with them. Last time me and Tupac was on the same page, and I did an interview with Angie Martinez, and she asked me how did I feel about Puffy and Biggie, and I told her that I like their music and I want to do music with them. Bro didn't like that. Tupac didn't like that, so we had a misunderstanding. So on the flight back to LA, I didn't feel comfortable around them for what they had did, as far as I didn't let my security ride with me. So to protect myself and to prevent from happening, I slept under a blanket with the knife and the fork just in case something was to go wrong, but it didn't.
Because this happened within 72 hours of Tupac's death, the police became suspicious of Snoop Dogg and what he might have known. It's important to remember Snoop was deeply connected to the streets and was a street member himself. People speculate Snoop may have heard that Diddy told 40 Blue members he had $1 million for whoever got Tupac. Some believe Snoop could have come across this information, which may explain why he distanced himself from Tupac before the shooting. The argument between Tupac and Snoop must have been serious, as Snoop said Tupac ended up completely disliking him.
I don't think he liked me.
Why?
Because we was in New York, and it happened. New York, they shot at me and did all kind of shit to me, like just the worst you could think of. And I forgave him. And went and did an interview and was asked, how do I feel about Puffy and Biggie? And I was like, I like it. I want to do some music with them. And I just rubbed Cuz the wrong way, like tried to me out at you, and you talking about you want to do a song with him. I wasn't thinking about his emotions. I was thinking about the way I felt at the time. I wasn't into no controversy. I liked his music. They was our friends. We was all friends at one point. There's video footage of all of us hanging out.
The physical evidence presented in the Diddy trial left the courtroom uneasy, as Keefe D explained how Tupac was taken out. On September 7, 1996, Tupac was in Las Vegas with Suge Knight. They went to the MGM Grand to watch a Mike Tyson fight. After the event, they saw a Blue member, Baby Lane, in the lobby, which immediately led to a fight.
Suge Knight and their entourage went to the Mike Tyson the MGM Grand. Keefe D and his nephew, Orlando Lane Anderson, and two of their friends were also there. Keefe D told LAPD Detective Greg Kading more than a decade ago, in a proffer that couldn't be used against him, the shooting was retaliation after Tupac jumped Orlando and up at the casino. Surveillance cameras recorded the fight. Tupac was angry that Lane had stolen his necklace years prior in Compton. Tupac, Suge Knight, and the entourage left the casino quickly.
Security arrived quickly and broke it up, but the incident angered Baby Lane. Tupac and Suge returned to their hotel to change clothes for the night. At the same time, Baby Lane told his group that Tupac attacked him at the MGM Grand. Baby Lane belonged to the same crew as Keefe D. With the $1 million bounty in mind, and now an altercation involving Tupac, they felt this was the right moment. Once Tupac was ready, he and Suge got into the BMW to head to a club. When they stopped at an intersection, the attack took place right there on the street.
Knew about Tupac's concert at the Club 662. Members, including Orlando and Keith D, jumped in their white Cadillac and started cruising the strip looking for the offender. Before long, they finally spotted Tupac's caravan. At the intersection of East Flamingo Boulevard and Koval Lane, the white Cadillac pulled alongside the black BMW with Suge on the driver and Tupac on the passenger seats. The back window of the Cadillac rolled twice in the chest, once in the arm, once in the thigh.
At first, federal investigators didn't know who exactly committed the crime, but they were aware something was off with Keith D. Then in 2019, Keith D openly discussed the situation and explained how they approached Tupac that night. He said everything happened quickly because he claims Tupac was reaching for a weapon as they pulled up, although that detail has never been confirmed.
And Bubble Up was the driver, and Baby Lane and Freaky were in the back seat.
We was just all in the car together.
Okay. This was the white Cadillac.
Yeah.
So you guys are driving around, and then you hear these girls say, "Tupac, Tupac."
Got to the light. We was gonna go drink, and he happened to be hanging out the window. He's hanging out the window like he was in a parade.
Tupac?
Yeah, he was.
So what happens next? You said that as you're driving up towards the BMW, with Suge driving and Tupac in the passenger seat. You said that as you're driving up towards the BMW, with Suge driving and Tupac in the passenger seat, and you said that Tupac pulled out a...
It looked like he was reaching, yeah. Yeah, it did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you actually...
No, once he got to reaching, I got to ducking.
So someone from your car started at Tupac and Suge.
It's possible Keith D said this to make it sound like the situation was self-defense, or Tupac may have actually grabbed a firearm. Only Keith D truly knows. What's important is that Keith D wasn't the one who carried out the act. It was Baby Lane, who was in the car with him, that committed the crime. It's unusual that police never fully investigated the matter to bring charges against Baby Lane. On the night of the incident, officers questioned Keith D. They recognized he was involved, but couldn't fully connect the details at the time.
You say Suge looks over, he sees you?
Yeah.
He looks right at you?
Yeah, he looks at me.
Okay. When he looks over at you, and then, Tupac's busy getting evidently, the story is Tupac's trying to either get out of the
back seat or something.
Yeah, what do you see happening inside of their car?
I seen him going Suge head. I thought he was...
So Orlando across Dre?
He leaned over on the window, we rolled down the window.
And if you're wondering why Baby Lane was never charged, it's because he passed away in a separate street-related event just 2 years later. However, investigators later learned how Keith D feels about Tupac's death today, and he has expressed regret over the situation.
Yeah, I hate that happened, dog, I really do, man. Cause it took a lot of people's lives, dude. Hate that happened. Probably to God. I feel that was wrong, man. It was just wrong, purely wrong. You know what I'm saying? I wish it had never happened. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion. It never happened, dude.
But the more you look into the evidence files, the stranger things become. Despite reports of Tupac's passing, some people still believe he may be alive. It's important to note that Tupac didn't pass at the scene. He was taken to the hospital and was said to have passed several days later. As mentioned earlier, Tupac was involved in a role where, according to an officer, he was being used by the industry to help prevent rising conflicts between opposing street groups.
Well, it turns out when I talked to Tupac's longtime mentor, political mentor, former Black Panther Chokwe Lumumba, who was his first business manager, he's told me, I basically asked, well, was Tupac only pretending to be in order to appeal to gangs and politicize them? And he said yes. And that was part of his thug life agenda they came up with his imprisoned stepfather, Mutulu Shakur. And so Tupac was just using that in order to get the leaders to call peace truces, first in Los Angeles, then throughout California, and then throughout the country. And that was why he was pretending to be this type. And really, he was just an intellectual prodigy.
That plan seemed to be working because Biggie and Tupac were on good terms until the first attempt Diddy allegedly made on Tupac. As tensions between street groups increased after Tupac was targeted, things worsened until the night he was taken out. But here's what stands out. Suge Knight, who was in the car with him, says he believes Tupac is still alive, and we'll discuss that shortly. In the files, there's also a 2010 interview with a rapper named Trey. Trey and Tupac were close years ago. During the interview, everything seemed normal, but once the camera was lowered, the interviewer casually asked when Trey last saw Tupac. This was 14 years after Tupac's reported passing, yet Trey answered as if it were a routine question. He didn't even question why it was being asked so many years later. Trey responded, "Last time I saw him, he was in Cuba."
So if you ain't ready for it, get on the sidewalk.
One last question. Nobody knows. Y'all good? Yeah, we good. Thanks a lot, man. We good.
A few weeks after that interview clip surfaced, a website released footage that appeared to show someone resembling Tupac in Cuba.
Zoom in. That's Pac, man. He was the outlaw. And Reg from Holla Back is trying to be friendly and get autographs. Holla Back exclusive, baby. Holla Back.
That video helped fuel the Tupac is alive in Cuba theory, and it gained even more attention when Suge Knight claimed Tupac was alive in the hospital. Suge said, "When I left that hospital, me and Tupac were laughing and joking. I don't understand how someone can go from doing well to doing bad so quickly."
When I left that hospital, me and Pac was laughing and joking. So I don't see how somebody can turn from doing well to doing bad.
So you seriously think that he might still be alive?
I'm gonna tell you this, Pac, you never know.
This made people question whether Tupac really passed. Suge Knight was extremely close to Tupac and would have visited him every day during his hospital stay. And if you consider the idea that Tupac may have been placed in the industry to help calm tensions, some wonder if the people responsible for him felt the risk had become too great, leading them to fake his passing at the hospital. Suge has repeated this same claim in multiple interviews. He hasn't changed his story.
He was conscious on the way to the hospital.
He was conscious on the way to the hospital. He was conscious in the ambulance. He was conscious after they did the surgery.
What was the last thing that he said to you?
They left.
Adding to the concern, shortly after one of those interviews, Suge Knight was targeted at a club when someone fired at him 6 times. This made him hesitant to speak with police because he believed the incident was linked to him talking about Tupac being alive. But things got even more interesting when Suge's son became involved. Many believe he was only seeking attention, while others think he might have been telling the truth. In 2018, he posted on Instagram saying Tupac was alive and living in Malaysia. Days later, he posted again showing a text message saying, "You said too much. Time for you to go." Feeling unsafe, he began posting images of Tupac photoshopped with modern celebrities like 50 Cent and Beyonce. He suggested someone was after him for sharing this information and captioned one post, "He never left us. They'll be after me soon." So what do you think? Is there any possibility Tupac is still alive today? Or should investigators take a deeper look at Diddy and consider bringing charges?